I get to show you guys the portable AC unit that we got from Antarctic Star. So this is the instruction manual. I didn't even have to hardly look at this to know where things go. It is a window unit with a hose, and so it's perfect for moving around. I'm going to show you the wheels in just a minute and the carrying handles because it's not very heavy. It has a remote, and I'm going to show you how loud it is when you turn it on. So you could also use the buttons on here. Here's your entire control panel. Here's where the air comes out, and then I'm going to show you the back. This is where the air intakes right here, and your filters are. Here is how you power it on. You can turn the air down, you can turn it up. So depending if we want it like an ice box in here, we can turn it down to like 69 degrees. Or we can turn it up if we just want to keep it at a comfortable 76 degrees. This thing cools down the room so fast. You heard it turn on. And if both doors are closed in this office here, it's going to cool down in about 5 minutes. It is so fast working, so easy to use. And for my husband who has an injury that you'll see in a second, he's able to use this remote to be able to control it and adjust it as he needs, as he has meetings in here. At the bottom right here, it has casters, and so when you're moving it around the room, to make sure that this isn't too bent, you want to make sure that you are rolling it around. You've got handholds right here that make it really easy to lift up and store in the winter when you are not using it. So when we put it in this corner, we made sure that this wasn't too angled. You really don't want it at a 90-degree angle or anything like that because it will not allow it to cool as quickly. The pieces that it came with were these two valves right here that just twisted on to this hose. They really literally just twist on like a lid does. And then you're going to install this right in your window. We did need to cut this piece with a jigsaw. I'm sure you can cut it with something else, but that's what we had. And then I'm going to show you in a bit how we installed the styrofoam right there from the box itself to make sure that this fit comfortably. It can fit a whole lot of different window settings. You just have to figure out how much styrofoam you need, or if you need to use duct tape to make sure it's sealed. All right, we have our portable AC unit installed, and it has been awesome. Look at the dog going right to it because it's 80-something degrees today. My husband is recovering from surgery and is still trying to work. And this room in the house, this is our office. When we redid the office, this used to be a dining room, and so it does not get the best airflow, especially during the summer and when you have to close both the doors. So this has been a huge help. So he's sitting here using it. He's got a remote because he can't exactly get up. And it basically can turn it up and down. It can turn on the speed. It can do, you can do a dehumidifier. You can just turn on the fan. You can turn on the AC. You can put it high or low. You can put it on sleep. You can change the degrees, make it cooler or warmer if you want to set it. And then you can also set a timer. So if you forget to turn it off and you leave your doors open, yes, this is not going to cool down your entire house, and it will just keep running. And so it's good to set a timer if you're prone to leave it on like I am. This is the front where the air comes out and it's cold. This is the back where it hooks in right here. This, you don't want to curve too much, and so we have it running from the window right here all the way to the unit, and we make sure that it's not too angled in the curve. It's plugged in right back here, which all his computer stuff is from under the rug, and so this is a perfect placement. Keeps this room at a wonderful temperature, and honestly, because this room is not terribly big, it really doesn't run for too long before it shuts off. The drain is back here on the bottom. All you have to do is unplug that little cap right there, put this right in there, the hose that it comes with, and then you can drain it and get the water out. But you don't need to do it very often. This styrofoam came with the box, and because my windowsill dips down, I needed it to bring it up to surface level so that it can sit in here just fine. So I just cut it with scissors, and again, this was in the box, so it was great because then I could just use it for what I needed.